Hi everyone and good morning. I'm going to talk really fast, so I hope that you can stay up with me. I'm on a limited time and I got a lot to say. If you're here watching this video only for my weekly checkup, update, whatever, my last video was last Thursday on the 19th. Today is Tuesday hold on, I got to look at this. Tuesday the 24th, and I'd like to say I've lost another pound. Yay! So I've lost a total of, excuse me, 44 pounds in about 4.5 months, and you gotta remember, it's 4.5 months because I took a week off because I was really sick. So I'm only counting how much time I've actually been on Phentermine. So 4.5 months, 44 pounds. I am now down to, I gotta look again, sorry, 183. And if that sounds fat to you, hey, you should have seen what I looked like before. Anyway, I wanna take a really brief moment if I can and kind of recap. I know that I got a lot of videos, and if you're just now coming to see my video and maybe this is your first one, or you've seen a few, or you've just started Phentermine, whatever, you know, you may be looking at me and going, man, you got a lot of videos, I don't want to watch them, and some of them are really long, part 1, part 2. Yeah, I know, I talk a lot, so that's why I'm going to talk really fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and recap the last 4.5 months for you right now, okay? From day 1 to day, whatever today would be, okay? Starting now. Okay, day 1 would have been about the beginning of July this year, 2009, and I started out at 227. If you watch my video, my very first video, you'll see 220. That's because I had a really icky scale and it didn't give me the right weight. So 227. My first couple of weeks, about 45 minutes to an hour after I took the pill, I had a major rush. It was like I was on speed. I'm not going to go into details to how I know what that feels like, but that's what it felt like I was on speed. I take the 30 milligram and I took it every morning. 30 milligram pill every morning. Before breakfast, about an hour before breakfast. Anyway, for the first 2 weeks I had that major rush. And after the 2 weeks it pretty much dissipated, where I would still feel a slight rush, maybe more like a too much caffeine, and then it dissipated. To where now, 4.5 months later, I still take it in the morning about an hour before I eat, and I don't have the rush. I'm able to talk really fast if need be, but I don't have the major speed rush, which is really good. So, if you don't like that feeling, give it a little bit of time, maybe 2 weeks, maybe a little longer if you're really sensitive, and it will dissipate and eventually just be okay. Alright, my first week, I lost 10 pounds. That's awesome. Majority of that was probably water weight. So if you lose a lot of weight in the first 2 days, you can still be really happy, but realize that it might be water weight, so don't go off your pill. You will gain water weight back. My first month, I lost 20 pounds. It was awesome. My side effects in the first month, I would say, were, of course, a lot of energy. My house was really clean. Dry mouth. It's not something I was cursed with. It's not something I had a major problem with, but it is something that probably everybody has at least somewhat of an issue with. Increase your water. Phentermine definitely dries out the body. You want to increase the water because of the dry mouth. You also want to increase the water because if it dries out your body, it dries out other things, if you know what I mean? So increase your water. If you don't want a problem with that, especially if you already have a problem, and I'm talking about constipation, guys. If you don't know what I'm talking about here, I'll be right to the point. Constipation. If you already have a problem with constipation, you're going to need even more water, and you probably want to also increase your fiber. However, increasing fiber with the Phentermine, oh my goodness, can it cause some problems in the tummy? But so do everything in moderation and really slowly while you're testing it out. Anyway. Other than that, I didn't have a whole lot of side effects. Staying up at night, but I do that anyway. Getting up early, lots of energy. That was wonderful. I can still get up after 4.5 months and be more energetic than without Phentermine, but I'm not as energetic as that first month. So sorry if you're really excited about that. That may dissipate a bit as well. Sorry. Second month, I lost, I think, about 15 pounds. Third month, I lost probably 10 to 15. So as you can see, it will go down. Your first month should be your most. Second month should still be good. Third month, it's still lessening. The most important thing to learn within your first 3 months are the bad habits that made you fat in the first place. Now, if you gained the weight and you're overweight now and it was nothing that you could have taken care of, such as I gained the majority of my weight because of pregnancy. But you know what, guys? That's not how I stayed fat. I stayed fat because I didn't eat well and I didn't exercise whatsoever. So, first 3 months, most important thing is to really learn what made you fat in the first place, or what kept you fat, and change those bad habits. Those are bad eating habits, bad sleeping habits, bad sitting at your computer or your TV all day habits, or no exercise kind of habits, okay? You got to figure out what they are and change them. Also, you want to increase your water throughout the entire time, because the water increase will actually help you lose weight as well. When I drink more water, I notice more weight loss. When I don't drink enough water and I'm all dehydrated, my body actually is kind of like this, I have less weight loss the next day, okay? I would say after the 3 months, There were some marked changes where maybe I was just a little bit hungrier, but I still have a suppressed appetite 4.5 months later. It's awesome to say that. Let me think. I knew that I had more because I practiced this earlier. Oh, confusion, brain issues like I'm having right now. They will be more prevalent in your first month, okay? They will decrease. However, even 4.5 months later, you may still have brain fog. Not as bad. At all. Not as bad. The first month is probably the worst, but the first 3 months will be, yeah, you'll have it the first 3 months, I'm pretty sure. Unless you're fortunate or just really, really connected. I can't even think of the word to use now. Oh, exercise. I did exercise my first 3.5 months, 4 months, something like that. I was going to a martial arts class, getting a workout there, and then learning how to kick some butt. But I got really, really sick, I would say, with symptoms of the swine flu. Not sure if it's swine flu, but that doesn't really matter to you. So I stopped taking my Phentermine for a week. And after the swine flu, or even the really, really bad flu, you have a horrible cough for quite a while. And so I did not go back and work out at all, and I've not been back. I got back into my habit of, I don't want to go work out, I don't like working out, so I've not gone to work out. So, what I want to tell you is that the weight loss in the first 3.5 months, but 3.5, yeah, I think 3.5 months, that was weight loss with a combination of Phentermine and exercising. Now, the weight loss that I've had since then, which is still, I think now my average is a good pound and a half a week. I still have weight loss. However, what I've noticed the difference is, because the Phentermine should help you, but you really should exercise. This is why. Especially if you have a whole lot of weight to lose. Because as you're exercising and losing that weight, you're toning all of that flesh, because eventually that's going to become hanging flab, hanging skin, whatever. It's not going to make you look as thin as the scale says you are, and you're not going to feel as good. So you still want to be doing some kind of exercise because it's going to help you tone all of that down. I have noticed less toning since I've stopped exercising, but fortunately, thank you God, I have still been losing weight. But I do recommend you do something. If you can't exercise, if it's really, really difficult for you, just start out really, really slow, doing maybe some sit-ups or some lunges, whatever you can do. If you have bad knees, you know, you got to work it out. Figure something out. My preferred thing are stomach crunches, like bicycle crunches, and you twist right here. Oh, I really noticed that in the waist. But you're down on the ground. I can't do it right now, of course. You're down on the ground. You're kicking your legs this way, and you're doing crunches. That's really, really good. Do 50 if you can. If not, do less. But at least 50 if that's not too hard for you. Also, I love push-ups. I don't necessarily like getting on the ground. I kind of got to do girly at times because my feet just slide out right out from underneath me, and I fall on the ground every time. So do them against the wall. The most important thing to do when you do it against the wall is just really make sure you're isolating those muscles. I mean, you can do this all day and get nothing out of it. You gotta isolate those muscles and really make sure you're doing a good push-up. And Hindu squats. Hindu squats are really great because you don't have to do very many. In fact, I think everything I read said if you start out just doing it for a minute, it's like a cardiovascular workout. What's really great about them is, yeah, it'll get your heart pumping, it'll get you breathing hard, but you're hardly doing a thing. The best thing there, and I don't know if I can even get this here. Let me see. I've already talked 8 minutes. I gotta make this really, really quick. Let's see if you can see it. Move that out of the way. You can't really see. But anyway, my arms would be like here. I'd bring them in. Okay, and I'm trying to kind of isolate those muscles too. And then I'm going to go down for a squat. That's what it's called. Again, you can't see, can you? I'm going to go down for a squat. And when I do that, I'm bringing my arms down and then back up. Okay? The most important thing about the squat, go as low as you can. If you can't go very low, this is it. Do it. It's better than nothing. If you can go really low, great. Do that as well. You can either go with a flat foot or you can go on your toes. The toes are really going to work out those calves, so that's going to be really good too. So I definitely... That sun is coming in. I definitely recommend Hindu squats if you can. If that didn't make any sense because you really couldn't see me anyway, look it up on the internet. I'm pretty sure there's probably something. If nothing else, ask me about it, and I'll have my husband demonstrate because he's much, much better and can do a whole lot more. Do as many as you can of Hindu squats, and then when you get tired and you can't get back up, just stop. Trust me, you got better than nothing. It's 9 minutes. I gotta go. I'm really happy that you're listening to this. It's going to be Thanksgiving this week. I hope you all have a really great Thanksgiving. I tell you not to eat too much, but if you're on Phentermine, you probably won't anyway. Bye, and I'll see you all next week.